Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my birthday month. This month, June 22nd, I will be 67. And I'm so excited about this year in my life. Wow, what a year it's been already. It's been like 10 years in the first few months. It's been an interesting journey these first few months. But 67, wow, it seems like just yesterday that I was 18, and but I wouldn't go back for the world. I wouldn't go back at any point in my life for anything, because I'm loving this journey. So because it's my birthday month, and it's a really special birthday for me, I'm going to be giving a gift away. Instead of receiving a gift, I want to give a gift away. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that gift sort of toward the end of the recording today, but I will let you know that the value of that gift is going to be approximately $500. And it's not going to be just Hemp Works. There will be some Hemp Works in there, but it's going to be a number of other things. And the whole purpose for my video today is because I want to share some things with you about homeostasis. You know, we don't hear that word very much. We live in a world where when we have a problem, we find what we need to fix that problem, and then when another problem pops up, we find what we need to fix that problem, and then when another problem, it's just on and on and on and on. And you know, if you are friends with me, and obviously you are on Facebook, you know how I feel about the pharmaceutical industry and how that someone can be prescribed a medication and they take that and it causes another problem in another area, and then they have to have another medication for that. And there are many people that end up on 15, 20 meds a day, and they're all fighting something that the others have created, trying to get rid of the original problem. But the original problem is a lack of homeostasis in our bodies. And I want to talk to you about that today. I want to talk to you about homeostasis in the mind, body, soul, spirit, emotions, will, heart, dreams, actions, plans, and night dreams. Because if you live in a state of homeostasis, everything plays off of everything else. Everything works the way it should work. And when there is a problem, you find what you need that the body can actually use to fix that problem, to bring you back to a state of homeostasis. Let me give you a definition, and I've got some notes down here today, so if I look down, that's what I'm doing as I'm reading my notes. The definition of homeostasis is the ability to maintain internal stability to compensate for environmental changes. Would you say we have some environmental changes in our world today? We sure do. We sure do. We have environmental changes on every hand that affects every avenue of our being. Every avenue of our being. Our minds, our bodies, our spirits, everything. So our goal is to reach a point that we can come to a place of homeostasis in all of our being. Because if we can do that, if we can manage to come to that point, then life is good. Life is really good. Let me give you an example. When you're exercising, your heart rate is revved up. Your everything speeds up when you're exercising. So what does your body do to compensate for that? It pushes more blood to your heart and your lungs to keep your body at a place of homeostasis while it's going through this exercise regimen. When let's say you are almost in a car accident. Let's say that you don't get in an accident, but you almost did. And fear just consumes you immediately. What happens is your body goes boing out of that place of homeostasis, And what has to happen is your body starts revving up, your body starts pumping more blood, your body starts pushing more oxygen through to get you through this place of panic and fear. If it didn't do that, then you would reach a place very quickly that you could have a heart attack, you could have a stroke, you could have all kinds of issues that would take place. But the whole idea is to bring you back to that place of peace, that place of centeredness, that place of unity on the inside of you. And what happens when we try to fix these problems with something other than a natural means or a natural product, every time that we put something into our body that is a synthetic, whether it's a drug, whether it's a food, you know, when you, and I'm one of those people that used to love Cheetos, but Cheetos have absolutely zero nutritional value. Zero. When we continue to put things into our bodies that have no nutritional value and the body's having to labor to work to push those synthetic particles through, gaining no benefit from them whatsoever, every time we put something synthetic in our body, it robs from some other area of our body. That will not create homeostasis. That will create chaos and confusion in our body. Let me give you another really good example. When an infection or a virus comes to your body, you know your temperature is supposed to be 98.6 or thereabouts. Well, when a virus comes in and your temperature spikes up, what your body is trying to do is your body is trying to deal with the virus that has hit you. The fever is not bad. The fever helps your body shed the virus. But then when we take drugs to bring the fever down, now I'm not saying there's never a case that we wouldn't do that, but as a normal day-to-day routine, when we do that, what we do is we mask the fever in our body, and our body doesn't benefit from it. We don't gain the immunity from it. We just go through it, and the drugs weaken our immune system more, and then it comes all over again in another form, on another day, in another circumstance. If you work in a job that you are high stressed all day long, you know, our bodies are intended to deal with stress with fight or flight syndrome. Let's just say, and in our world today, this might not be a far-fetched thing with all the crazy things happening. Let's say you're outside and you're sitting in your swing and a tiger walks across your lawn. What are you going to do? First of all, you're going to get scared because a tiger's not supposed to be on your lawn. So your body shoots up to the fight or flight syndrome. So what do? Fight or flight? Well, in the tiger's case, you'd flight. If somebody is invading your home and they are purposing to kill you, you have a choice, fight or flight. Do you run or do you fight back? Those things are natural. God made our bodies to deal with those kinds of things naturally. But when we live in that kind of stress, when we live in that fight or flight syndrome, in that kind of stress, what we do is we tear down the natural resources inside our bodies. And pretty soon, we have high blood pressure. We have sugar at the roof. We are a candidate for a heart attack, for a stroke. We probably gain some weight. Those are all results of the body not being in homeostasis. What do we need to do to get our bodies, our minds, our spirits? What do we need to do to get our beings back to a place of homeostasis? That's what I'm talking about today. That's what I want to share, just a few thoughts with you today about how to get your being back to a state of homeostasis. Let's take the first area of life, your livelihood. Every one of you that are watching this either have a job, you're an entrepreneur, or you have some kind of income coming in. You have something in your life that creates an income that you can live off of. Or it comes from retirement. It comes from some kind of place somewhere, but you have an income coming in so that you're able to function, buy food, pay your bills. In your life, if your business is not a business that fully envelops what you were created to do, there's going to be stress. There's going to be daily anxiousness. Let's say, I'll give you an example. I've used this before in a video, but I used to teach at a private high school, and I was talking to the kids there about finding what they were put on the earth to do. Why are you here? And one young lady raised her hand and she said, Miss Rita, if I could be a florist, I would love to just arrange flowers for the rest of my life. And I called her name and I said, well, you know what you can do right now? She was still in school. I said, you can go to the library and you can check out books on arranging flowers, and you can start the thought processes for doing that. Because if that's something that's burning on the inside of you right now, there's a reason. There's a reason that it is. You know, folks, we each have many gifts and talents. I can do a number of different things. We can even just see something that we would like to do, and we can choose to start working on it. We can labor over it, and we can get pretty good at it. And that can be a talent. That can be a skill. But there is a specific one or two things that from the foundations of the world you were created to do. And the only way in your spirit that you're going to be at homeostasis is if you take those things and you envelop them, you grow them, you create either a hobby or a business or something around those things. I've said so many times in speeches, have you lost your song? There were many of you that at one time in your life you had a song. You wanted to do this and this, and you couldn't wait to get to a point that you'd be able to go and study this or this, or create this or this, or grow this or this, whatever it was. And it was burning on the inside of you. And then family pressures, money pressures, life pressures, troubles, anxiety, and all these things started to flood in on you. And all of a sudden one day, it was covered all up. And you were doing what you had to do to get by. And you know, sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes we have to do what we have to do to put food on the table. I'm one of those people that I stood in line for commodity cheese. I know what it's like to have nothing in the house to eat but peanut butter. I know what it's like not to be able to pay the power bill. I know what it's like to watch them come and turn your water off, and you had no way to stop them. I've been there. And I'm telling you, if you don't seek in the midst of your making life work, if you don't seek the things that were put in you from the foundations of the world, that God created you inside you from the foundations of the world, that's the reason that you're on this earth, to minister to people through certain avenues, then you're never going to reach a place of homeostasis in your spirit, because that's the core. That's what you need to pursue. Not that you can't do other things. Not that you can't work at a job to make life work. But all the time, you've got to be studying what it is that's on the inside of you that is a burning desire. That was a burning desire at one time before it got all covered up. It's no different with drugs. I am all for trauma meds. If I have an accident, I want help. And if I need to stay on pain medication until I reach a point that I've healed or somewhat healed, I'll do it. But all the time, I am setting my course. I'm setting my plan that I don't live the rest of my life on pharmaceuticals. I live the rest of my life seeking a way to be healthy in a natural way, in a homeopathic way. I seek that every day of my life. And when I do that, I'm alive. I have energy. I have strength. I have power. I'm not drugged. I'm not drugged with a wrong side of life. I'm not drugged with an actual drug. I'm not drugged with misleading ideas. I'm not drugged that somebody else told me something and I have to abide by it. We have to reach a point that we take charge of our lives. I have said this also in another video. I have a master's degree in healthcare administration, and I will never forget the day that one of my professors said, and this was back in 2005. He said, our medical world has reached a point that you must take your health care into your own hands. You must search out, be responsible for what you want to happen in your life, because so many doctors are bought with a sample. They push samples because they get paid to push samples. Not all of them. It's just like preachers. They're not all bad. But so many of them are. So we have to reach a point that we find out what we've got to do to reach a place of homeostasis ourselves. In our own minds. In our own spirits. In our own bodies. So, whatever you're supposed to do on this earth, you know what it is. It's still on the inside of you. And it's still burning. And every time that you go somewhere or you see something or you see somebody that's what you want to do, there's a little fire that starts burning again on the inside of you. Pursue that. That's what will bring you homeostasis inside you. Pursue that. I know what mine are. Like I said, I can do several things, and I love everything that I do. I love everything that is in my life right now. But my number one gift is my gift of music, and my number two gift is my gift of speaking. Nothing gives me greater joy than to go and speak and see people say, wow, that's really good. Or stand up and sing and watch people go, wow. There's nothing in the world that's better than that. There's no drug that could give you that kind of high. And when you find out what it is you're supposed to be doing, that's how you'll feel when you're doing it. That's how you'll feel when you're sharing it. And by the way, I'll stick right in here, and only those that watch this video will know this. In 2021, starting in January of next year, I have decided I'm going to share some of the good things God's blessed me with, and I'm going to give away 7 speeches. So if you have an organization, if you have a convention or a conference, matters not to me how many people are going to be there. It can be 10,000 or it can be 100. If you have a convention, a conference, a gathering of some sort, and you need a speaker, send me a private message, and I'm going to choose 7 places that I'm going to give a free speech to in 2021. And we will go ahead and get it on the books. And I will bless you. In Jesus' name, I'll bless you. Now I want to talk about homeostasis in religion. Do you have any idea what that means? That means, now remember what the definition of homeostasis is. It's the ability to maintain internal stability to compensate for environmental changes. Would you agree with me that our religious freedoms are being attacked on every corner and every hand today in the world that we live in? Every corner, especially in America, every corner. Somebody's trying to tear down our religious freedoms. See, I'm not one of these people that believes in church, the separation of church and state. I believe that my walk with God is the golden thread that runs throughout my entire life that ties everything together. Everything is based upon my walk with God. It is my firm foundation. It is my hope for the future. And it is my daily golden thread that runs through every part of my life. I hear God. He shares with me directions I need to go. He gives me understanding of things that I would not have otherwise. So I don't believe in separation of church and state. I believe that everything we do needs to reflect how we believe in our hearts and in our spirits. That is homeostasis. See, when you have a faith that you don't use except on Sunday mornings for an hour, that's not homeostasis. That's like a pill. You go, you give your hour, you give your tithes, you give your offering, you come home and life doesn't change. But the way you create spiritual homeostasis inside you, inside your soul, the way you create that is you seek God and you study His Word. You know what His Word is? His Word is love letters to us. They teach us how to live, how to share, how to give, how to stand strong. You know, I said this the other day in one of my posts. People use that scripture so many times. It says, "Judge not that you be not judged," but they don't continue on with the rest of that scripture. It says, "Judge not that you be not judged, for with the same judgment that you judge, you shall be judged." So, in other words, what it's saying is, you better not go and call somebody's hand on adultery if you're in adultery yourself. And let me tell you what adultery means. It can mean physical adultery. It can mean that you say you're married to Christ, but you're flirting with the devil. That's spiritual adultery. So you better not be calling somebody else out on it if you're doing the same thing yourself. That's what the judge not scripture means. Doesn't mean we can't judge. In fact, if you read the whole Word, you find out that we have not only every right to judge, but we're commanded in the Word to judge situations and say, that's not of God. That is definitely sent by Satan, sent by the evil one. That's the way you have spiritual homeostasis inside you, is that you're true to your walk. It's not something you do for an hour on Sunday morning. It's something that you do every day of your life. Now let's go to political. Oh boy, I may lose some on this one. Oh my goodness, the political world that we live in today is unbelievable. You know, if it weren't so horrifically horrible, I do know that those two words mean basically the same thing. If it were not so horrible, it would be crazy ridiculous. Because what's going on in the political arena is more than we could have ever dreamed in a million years. First of all, I will say, what an exciting time to be alive. I think when everything unfolds, there's going to be so many things revealed that people are going to be blown away. Some people are going to be sad. Some people are going to be angry. Some people are going to be really hurt. But what an exciting time. So in order to have this, and this is not something you hear often, in order to have political homeostasis inside you, because everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got an opinion. There's people on the far left that are just as vocal as me on the far right. Everybody's got an opinion. But the way you as an individual can have political homeostasis in your life is if you truly search out, research, study, and believe what you believe. If you don't, you're going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like, well, so-and-so said this, so it must be true. Or my mama and daddy said this, so it must be the way things are. You know, that's the way a lot of people in religion do. A lot of people in religion believe and go a certain way and go to a certain church because that's what their mama and daddy did. Let me just insert this right here. Some of you may know this story and some may not, but Ezra and Nehemiah, there came a time that they went back to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem. And when they did, they found the book of the law that had been lost for 400 years. And when they opened the book of the law, they said, oh my goodness, no wonder we have such trouble in our lives. We have strayed so far away from God. No wonder. So it's important that whatever comes out our mouth, whatever we believe, that's how we truly believe on the inside. And not just because somebody else believes it, that we studied it, we've made it sure, we've researched it, and we can say it with confidence and boldness. The next one is homeostasis and our health. This is physical well-being. And like I said, it's our responsibility. It's our responsibility. And since this is health, I'm going to talk about CBD oil here. CBD oil it's changed my life. So completely changed my life. And it has given me, it has helped bring my body back to a place of homeostasis. That's what CBD oil does. That's the primary directive of CBD oil, is to bring your body back to homeostasis. And let me repeat the definition one more time. The ability to maintain internal stability to compensate for environmental changes. Let me give you an example. When you come face to face with a virus, what it does, the virus, if it enters into your body, it changes everything. What CBD oil does, if it's pure, what CBD oil does is it gives your body the ability to maintain stability inside you under these environmental changes. I'm not saying it heals anything. I'm saying it's kind of like it gives you the ingredients to bake the cake, but you have to bake the cake. You have to take responsibility. But CBD oil will give you the ingredients to keep yourself centered, to keep yourself well, to keep yourself healthy. It's not the only thing, but it's a huge thing. It is a huge thing. And then the last thing I want to talk about is is beauty. Homeostasis in beauty is just so important. There's a reason Esther's in the Bible, and she's such an example to us, is she not? She made everything right there for us to see that we need to be our very best. We need to be our best on the outside. We need to be our best on the inside. We need to strive every day to be our best. We need to do things today that are going to affect tomorrow, not just do things today just to get by today, but we need to do things to our skin, our hair, our teeth, our physical fitness, everything. We need to do things today that are going to affect tomorrow. And then I'm going to talk about my birthday basket that I'm going to give away. And I'm actually going to give this birthday basket away at the end of the month, at the end of my birthday month. And it's going, like I said, it's going to be valued at approximately $500. And it's going to have I'm going to show you some of the things it's going to have in it today. Do you believe, leave you with this question, do you believe that you can achieve greatness? Do you believe that you can achieve greatness? You can. All you have to do is, first of all, make the decision that you're going for it, whatever it is. And second of all, get the resources that you need to give you the ability to achieve greatness. So I'm going to tell you today that this is about joining me on this journey in CBD oil. If you have a desire to help people, to make money, send me a private message and I will share with you and I'll help you and I'll get you on the right track and we'll do this together, because it can be done. You can achieve greatness. You are only one of a kind. You are so special. You are only one of a kind. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you're not. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're run of the mill. Don't ever let anybody take your hope away, because you are an awesome individual. You're beautiful. You're kind. You're joyous when you choose to be. You have the potential to be everything that you want to be. You just have to make the decision to be it. So, this basket, I'm fixing to share some things with you that are going to be in the basket. This basket I'm going to give it away at the end of June. And the way you qualify to win this basket is a purchase of anything from Hemp Works. Now, you can see why I'm going to ask that anyone who has the possibility to win this basket that's worth about $500, that you purchase one of something. You can purchase CBD oil. You can purchase gummies. You can purchase bath bombs. You can purchase hair products. We now have essential oils. You can purchase essential oils. You can purchase, let's see, what else? It's not coming to me right away. Anything that's on our site. If you go and you purchase it, then your name will go in the hat to win this $500 birthday basket of mine. And only those who watch the video will know this as well. I'm going to show you a book, and I'm going to give you the name of the book. And if you send me a private message and tell me the name of the book, I will put you in the drawing for a second drawing that's going to be really nice, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. But okay, first of all, let me show you what's going to be in the basket. Here's some things, and I'm going to go back and forth because they're laying on the sofa here. The first thing that's going in the basket, and I know this is all going to be backwards, and I'm sorry, but it is. This is my book. It's called The Sheaf Dreamer. And this book is, it's a very powerful book about dreams and how we can control our dreams to a great extent that we have at night, how we can deal with nightmares, how we can create night dreams that are not only not horrible, but they're joyous, and how we can create daydreams that come true. The Sheaf Dreamer. The next thing I'm going to give away in this basket is one of my CDs. And I want to read you what's on the CD because I know a lot of you will identify with these songs. The Sound of Music, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, Home, The Color of My Love, Nobody Loves Me Like You Do, By the Light of the Silvery Moon, I Could Have Danced All Night, Crying in the Chapel, remember Elvis? God Bless the USA, God Will Make This Trial a Blessing, Through It All, Amazing Grace, He, The Stage is Bare, Peace in the Valley, I Bowed on My Knees and Cried Holy, Favorite Song of All, He Touched Me, In the Garden, 'Tis So Sweet to Trust in Jesus, How Great Thou Art, and on How Great Thou Art, I am backed up by the Jacksonville State University Choir, and the Lord's Prayer. And you can see from the titles that I read that this is not just one genre. There is standards, there is gospel, there are hymns, there are classics. There's a number of different kinds of songs on this CD. And the next thing that I want to give away is I'm going to give away a full sample pack of Hemp Works Cbd Oil. There are 2 bottles of CBD oil. There is a sample of Renew, Revive, and Relief. And Relief is topical, which you put on if you have some kind of pain in a joint or on top. Revive is the night cream that is wonderful. You put it on at night. Relief, Revive, Relieve, and Renew. Renew is the day face cream that is wonderful. So I'm going to give one of those away. I'm going to give away a running belt. This is a belt that is very skinny and narrow. It goes on your waist, and if you don't run, you can use it anytime. But you can store your cell phone, your cash, your credit cards, and your keys in this running belt. It's real skinny. It goes on your waist. Makes it easy to carry your things. I know I have a lot of friends who have feet and leg problems. So I'm going to give away a couple of pair of Therapeutic Socks. I'm going to put that in the basket. I'm going to put in the basket also, this is a mouse pad with a gel wrist protector. Like when you put your wrist on the pad, if you're on the computer a long time, it will really protect your wrist, and your wrist won't get tired. And it will keep, if you're on the computer a very long time, it will keep you from getting carpal tunnel syndrome. Okay, the next thing I'm going to give away is, for my chocolate lovers, I'm going to give a recipe book for the 100 best chocolate recipes ever. 100 best chocolate recipes ever. This book is going in the basket. This is a Tribe Fitness sports armband. This is a an armband if you run or exercise and you want to put your cell phone on your arm and listen to it so that it's not attached to your body, it's on your arm. That's what this is. It holds your cell phone. The book that I was telling you about earlier that I told you I was going to tell you the name of the book is this one. It's a pink book, and it's called Whole Body Beauty Wisdom. So if you send me the name of this book in a private message on Messenger, I will enter you in a second drawing that's going to be really nice for my birthday too. But that's only for those who can tell me the name of this book. The next thing I'm going to have in my basket is a case for Airpods. So, you know, it's when you carry Airpods with you, they can get lost or they can get tangled if they have cords. The ones that don't have cords, you got to keep them together somewhere. So you're going to have a brand new, beautiful case for your Airpods. I'm also going to put, I just thought these were beautiful, so I'm going to stick this in my basket. This is little canvas squares, beautiful roses. One says inhale and one says exhale. We got to learn to breathe. We got to learn to breathe every day. We got to learn to breathe. So I'm going to put that in the basket too. And there's also going to be some bath bombs in the basket from Hemp Works. We have bath bombs that have activated CBD in them, and they are absolutely wonderful. So there's going to be some bath bombs in there. Let me see. What else? Oh, I'm going to put in a bottle of our new essential oils. Our oils are called Mantra, and this is lemon. 100% pure therapeutic grade, and you can try our essential oils. So this is going in the basket as well. Let me see. I'm not finished with the basket because I'm not going to give it away until the day after the last day of this month, because anybody can qualify for this basket if they purchase anything from Hemp Works between now and the end of the month. So if you purchase anything, you qualify for this $500 gift basket. I'm also going to put jewelry in it. I'm going to put cosmetics in it. I'm going to put Hemp Work gummies in it. I'm going to put a phone charger in it. Not the cord, the box charger. Let's see, I'm going to put, we have new face masks that are absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to put face masks in the basket. I'm going to put a beautiful coffee cup, and I'm going to put a very elegant, beautiful teacup. Probably an antique teacup. I give these away a lot because, you know, in our hurried world, if you drink tea, if you drink hot tea, it is just one of the most relaxing things in the world to sit down, fix you a cup of hot tea, and just let the world go by. Now, I drink coffee in the mornings, but I love a cup of hot tea as well. So I'm going to put both of those in there. The other book that I'm going to put in there is my second favorite book in the whole wide world. My first is the Bible. The second is My Utmost for His Highest. And I'm going to put one of those in the gift basket too. And I'm not through yet. So I'm going to just keep adding to my basket until the end of the month. And everybody who purchases anything from me in Hemp Works from now till the end of the month will qualify for this $500 gift basket. So God bless you. Ask me any questions that you need to. Send me a private message. Whatever. I'll be happy to talk with you by phone. I know that I've talked with people before about CBD oil, and sometimes that people just don't understand it because they just haven't been taught. They don't understand how it can literally bring your body back to homeostasis. That's the purpose of it. And in doing that, a lot of your physical issues not only get helped, but some of them get taken care of. Mine did. Many of my physical issues are gone. I have no physical problems today. I don't live in pain, and for 5 years I lived in pain. I don't take any drugs. I don't even take a Tylenol for a headache. I take no drugs whatsoever. Everything I do is natural. Essential oils, Hemp Works. Let's see what else. We take some supplements from a company called Swanson. They have great supplements, and they're not super expensive. So ask me questions. Let me know if I can help you in any way, and I'll be glad to. God bless you. Purchase something. I'll put the link right above this video in my original post, and just go there, purchase something, and if you purchase something, you'll be entered into the to qualify for this $500 gift basket at the end of the month. God bless you all. I love you for being on this journey with me, and I hope you have a great day. Bless you. Bye.